Hello, everyone. It's Friday again. I know you can watch it any day, but for me, it is a Friday when I sit down here and talking to you and share with you more stories from my life. So now I'm talking to you, sharing about my side effects from the MEPI vaccine, which is local anesthetics from dentists. And also, I want to welcome you subscribers and uh, I hope you found the place you're looking for. If not, that's okay. Of course, I hope you found it somewhere else. And whoever you are, I wish you all best. And I'm sending you a lot of love as well. So, what happened to me? I have to eat cooked food. I learn to survive the severity of the side effect of, of the side effects I had for 5 years, and most of those years I was just on a bed, in a bed, and can't do much at all. So in the last 6 months up to 1 year, maybe now, I really noticed the improvement, and the improvement is really speeding up. So I have now opposite. I have most of the days I feel great, and then I may have a 1 day there and there where I will be under weather. Everything will go with me pear-shaped, but never in such severe way as in the past. All side effects I'm still having sometimes are very mild and very easy to handle. So that's I feel already victorious. I feel like even I'm still not fully over, but I know now for sure there is nothing which can stop my way forward because that's where I want to go. And I don't care how long it takes. I don't like to even think about that. I just do what I believe I want to do, I need to do, and things are happening. As you see behind me, that was Mango's Corner. So today I got the help from the home care. The lady came and helped me clean that, and it was very dusty, everything, and I have a lot of papers and stuff to sort out. I have still a lot of things to sort out on a computer, but this is not a story about what I still have to do. This is the story I promised you last time about the difference between cooked and raw. Big difference. Like in my two hands. This hand, this hand, they look weird in this video. This hand is healthy one because it done just usual things. This hand is not so healthy because no, we're doing opposite. The screens. Because it's not in a feeling, it's only in a shape. I will tell you about my hands in some other video. I'm going to go to raw and cooked food. So there is a big, big, huge difference. I would compare it to the difference between life and death. To cook food is not natural for humans. I learned that big time. You know, in the past, I may have a cravings. I may cook at home some potato, what have you, eat it. And I felt kind of okayish, but not fully okayish. I could feel the impact of the cooked food. It's no good, but I felt, of course, guilty or bad about it because my body let me know what you done to me. I don't like this. And plus, I knew this is not what I really want to do. It was in the name of cravings. But this eating cooked food to save my life because the detox was so severe. It was taking over. And I was in a danger of losing life. And as I said, I only boil or steam vegetables, which I tested few ones, which my digestive system works on perfect, totally perfect. Digestive system love it, but the rest of the body, it wouldn't let me know nothing in the beginning because the body was still so toxic. But now, when I already detox so much of toxins out of my body is more sensitive to cook food and showing me more and more the negativity of it. And nobody is going ever influence me or bend me in a way, make me believe. Nobody ever going make me believe that cooked food is good for you. It's not. It may be useful in a certain times, like for me it was in that time, and it still is, because I still may have a really bad day. So I only, if I know I need to go out next day, I cook something, make sure I can go out, because I have to do things. I can't procrastinate, because the mountain of things I have to do is big. So, you know, and so I can see the effects of the cooked food, the negative effects of cooked food on me. The first thing I noticed, just as I did when I started eating fruit, is the skin. The skin feels also like that. I'm not aware of it. Normally, I have this beautiful feeling like I'm aware of my skin. It feels really beautiful and moist, and it's just like I feel the water in my skin. I really feel it, and it it feels beautiful. But with the cooked food, it affects it very quickly in a negative way. So when I ate cooked food for 45 days, on the beginning, when I start eating cooked food, uh, that was the longest time, the 45 days. I look like 10 years older. I ate my skin, everything like went down, down, down. And uh, I looked very sick. And I didn't want to share this story with you also earlier because I wasn't sure if I'm going to come out of it. And I want to tell you when I'm confident that I beat the beast. I got him all right with this. And with boiled or steamed vegetables, no salt, no fat, including avocado, zero, zero fat. If I'm not well, I never take fat. And if I'm well, I eat avocados, but I don't eat them much. I each week I go shopping, I buy some, I buy not full box of 10 kilos, but I buy just, I don't know, 10 of them for the whole week, for the whole week. And I usually eat them with something mixed. I don't eat them on their own. I can mix them with like tomato. Usually it's tomato, lemon. This is made of dates. That's the paste I make on angel juice. I don't like to eat the dates as they are, but I love them this way. Like last night, I woke up, I was so hungry, and I ate some of it, and then I went back to sleep. I love those moments. So easy peasy. So anyway, so I learn also with the cooked food, um, when I eat it, that it affects my mind. My mind, it's more negative. Also, I notice that with the avocados, if I lose it sometimes, and I have more avocados than I usually do in a day, it shows next day on my mood, and my mood is not as good. And so is my energy. My energy also is not as good. Even eating that cooked food, if you have it without salt, without any fat, it's not any extraordinary yummy thing to eat. It's not something you would really make a choice if you don't have to. I think most of people will prefer the salt. I mean, the fat in daily dish, cooked of the cooked meal. So anyway, I I'm really, how I say it, I'm really amazed of the difference between cooked and raw. The the food itself, like when I cook and when I eat that cooked food, I feel filthy. I honestly feel like I didn't shower. You know, that feeling when you camping somewhere and you don't, there is no water and you don't have a shower for a few days, sitting by the fire and all that. That's how it always feels for me when I eat cooked food. That's how I feel. Very like I need a shower, and it's a nasty stuff. And this is innocent. That's the way I'm eating it. It's if you need to eat it or want to eat it, that's the only way. That should be the only way you should eat your cooked food, because I thought I may try bake stuff, and I got this little oven, and I baked things in it, and that made me thirsty. No salt, no oil, no fat again, but I noticed that if I eat baked potato, I'm thirsty. If I eat boiled potato, I'm not thirsty. And now this is my measurement of the levels of toxicity of the food I ate. One of, one of. And that is, the more thirsty I am after I ate the food, the more vicious for me that food is. The thirst for my body indicates SOS, SOS, something's wrong, don't do that again, what you have done to me. Also, when I ate cooked food, I always get hot flashes, especially after the baked potatoes. More like after boiled veggies, maybe I can get one or two very short ones, nothing to even mention. But after the baked potatoes, they were much stronger, much longer, and more often. Not so often, like maybe 5 times a day instead 2 times a day. And but because I not continue, as I said, I now have food only for a day. If I have it, and so the hot flush is there too, maybe one twice for one day, and next day I have it all, and I'm okay already. But watch that thirst. The thirst indicates toxic, toxic body to me. Maybe not to you. I don't know. Maybe you have different body or your body reacts different. It's true. Especially today, we have people with a lot of allergies and especially, and that's curious how people are allergic to natural things. How come they not allergic to plastic? You know, those synthetic materials. That's what I have. If I put a plastic synthetic, not cotton on, is it not cotton? I don't put it on because it irritates my skin. It makes it itchy. Can make it red. Card, card, cardboard boxes too. They, if I touch them, especially this area of my hands, it get red lines all over. It looks terrible, but it's itchy. But within like few hours is gone. But all I want to say, how far we went, that we have a children who, so many more and more children coming out who have that allergies to natural things. So they can't eat oranges and they can't go in a forest and who knows what everything else they restricted to do. My head. I can't do it in this mirror image anyway. I should stop trying. And no, I can give you entertainment with it this way. I think. Bad hair day, bad hair day. So yeah, so I heard from few uh, raw food people that they eat cook now and how good it is for them and how beneficial it is to them. I would never believe that. Sorry, I don't believe it. It doesn't work for me that way. I may believe it is good for you if you're going to insist, but I would never believe it's good for me because I already tested. I tested I didn't want to, but I tested because I have to. It just came into my life, and I learned that to cook food doesn't taste good. Sometimes I get nice and sweet carrots, sometimes some potatoes was okay, but it wasn't nothing I enjoyed. And each time after cook food, the next day when I have a raw, eating raw, it was like eating a life itself. The energy, the flavor, the smell, even the color. I know carrot and beetroot have a beautiful color, very admirable, but this is also beautiful. The camera may not give you the perfect color like in reality, but close enough. And everything. It's really like I feel that life. I even feel how it's going down, and it's just so beautiful experience. And I always enjoy so much the first few days on a row. It's so special. It's similar like, if one of you, the ones of you who fasted, that feeling when you stop fasting and when you have your first meal, that's how it always felt. But not just for the first meal, but for the first few meals, for the first few days. And then I got used to it. It's just like, but I always loved fruit. I always enjoy fruit. I really savor it when I eat it. I eat very slowly. I kind of play with the food. And I done it when I was kid. I remember it very well because they used to remind me all the time. I was constantly told that I eat too slowly, but it never changed my way of eating because I listen to my body and not somebody telling me how fast I should eat. Like, I think that's hilarious. So, I want you to know I have an amazing day today. I feel so good that I feel like I want to share it with you. And I may share it with you some other day. But I go to bake to cook food and the fat and salt and those things. Take it seriously. Take it seriously because I watch one family on a YouTube. I should maybe put the link. I don't know. I'm not still very smart about this, but it calls Filipino Czech family. And this couple, they have a daughter, teenage daughter. She's only 12, I think. And she started throwing up few times a day. And so otherwise she felt okay. She didn't show any other discomfort. Her body was functioning okay. But one thing was wrong. She will throw up throughout the day, even at night. She may end up waking up in the middle of the night and go throw up back to sleep. So they took her for the girl in doctor's place, and doctor said You can eat food from outside from now on. Watch your salt and fat intake. First few weeks, no salt, no fat at all. The girl was very upset. It was difficult for her because they don't understand it, but I do. She's addicted to it. I saw they like to show what they eat, this family. And meat, 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 grinds, 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 mainly in a form of different kind of breads, cakes. You have it. That's, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, and the doctor also said it's very common now. A lot of children growing up from the wrong diet. You know, for today's children treat, even generation back in the Western world, the treat is to go to take away shop, to go to McDonald's, and so on, so forth. And then you have to go to doctor. It's not funny, it's reality. And now, because the food out there is getting more vicious each year as we go throughout the life, and if you don't just cook everything, if you cook at home from the just ingredients you buy fresh, nothing processed, nothing in a box, nothing in a jar. Oh, nothing which is processed at all in any place. If this doesn't come from fresh produce, straight to your home, people say that's full of chemicals, that's full of chemicals. And why they don't worry about chemicals in their food they buy, which label they ignoring, it's that long. That's okay. But fresh produce, if I suggest straight away, it's too expensive. It's full of chemicals. Okay, go for it. I'm not there to bend anybody's arm or persuade anybody. I'm here to share my story, hopefully inspire somebody. Maybe somebody have the same problems. They don't understand why. Maybe they will understand after they hear my story, whatever it is. I just want to share it. I think it's worthwhile to share it. And that's why I'm here. I'm not here to tell anybody what to eat, how to eat. That's your choice. I can't tell you that. Only your body can tell you that. And if you ignore your body, that's also nothing to do with me. That's something to do with yourself. So cook food. Don't underestimate, I repeat in myself because this is important. Don't underestimate the tiny, almost invisible guys and girls, that sweet sugar, that salt, that oil or butter or one big avocado. If you want to feel good in your spirit, in your mind, in your body, for me, it's always raw, always, always raw fruit. Ah, look, apple, somebody wanna eat it. I have a lizard here, I have a geckos, and I have the other average, the little lizards, the usual ones. So that's good, I'm going to eat that tonight. See, this is the food. This is, for me, this is the blood orange from Supermercado. And I tell you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And my body is happy when I drink it. I have no, I'm not thirsty after it. I have no stomach ache after it. In contrary, I feel energized, not like energized, but nicely energized. I was hungry, I sipping here, and I'm satisfied with the little sips. And my hunger is happy too, is getting food. And because I eat slowly, to my body it's normal. I just sip like this. So I'm getting what I need. I need to do this morning because I knew I have a few people coming. There's going to be going work hard in here, and only two of us work hard. Two more people came. They work hard, very hard too, but only for a short time. They can pick up some stuff I don't need anymore. So, rule number one, if you want to start to really love yourself and take care of yourself properly, if if you want to know how to start, where to start, I would say forget eating outside. Anything and everything. I have today lady here. As I said, we work hard and we work and we also talk. And we were, and this is the one of the topics we were having, discussing. We were discussing topic, how in restaurants, what they do with the food, you know, the green meat is bad. They bath it in a certain solution so it turns pink. That's what she told me. I said, well, this is the global practice because I heard that in Czech Republic when I was 20-year old. I have a friend, he worked in a restaurant. As he was just learning how to do things, and uh, he was totally appalled what's going on in that restaurant. And the meat story was one of them he shared with us. So I said to the lady, I heard that from about this years back. I already mentioned on one of my videos that people I know, some of anybody I ever spoke to who worked in a restaurant, I never heard it was totally perfect. There were always something done to the food which should be already in a rubbish bin, not in your bloodstream, which feeds totally everything from your head to your toe. And we all know how chemical impact our being, our well-being, the way we are. We know that. So today I chatted away with the lady, we chatted away, and then she's saying how she was sick and she didn't have the energy and at all. And I said, that's what I had. And she said, yeah, the doctor overdosed me. He gave me big dosage on something, whatever it was. And I said, yeah, that was for me too. So we actually realized, even if she was taking something else, we have a very similar side effects. And I have to go to doctor a few days ago, just for some paperwork, getting some support for my mental health, like, the grieving and all that. Because, I'm still not over the hill. I still have a moment, and I decided to get professional help to help me speed a little bit ahead so I don't get stuck in that woo-hoo energy. So, and he asked me if I have any health problem, how I feel, how is my well-being. And I said, I'm feeling really great now. But few years back, I suffered from the side effects from blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, he didn't. I think he did. And he said nothing. He fully ignored it. He ignored me. And so I said it to this lady, and she said, that's what they do. Yesterday, I saw the other lady organizing different stuff for me. And I told her too, and she also told me. The doctors never want to hear if you mention the side effects. There you go. They know. That's why they never mention it. And if you do, suddenly the ear doesn't work. So be it, their choice. She got over it, I got over it. But I believe there's people who didn't. This lady is very smart, because I already seen her today second time, and I see her each time for 4 hours. And we like to talk, we like to share stories and opinions on things, and we learning we have a very similar look at the things and even needs in our life and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. I'm meeting some really nice people thanks to home care. I need to use now till I get back fully on my feet because I start swimming already. Dam is full of water. Don't mind this. This is from the garden. I was cutting a big tree down by the hands-on. But very soft wood. Very soft wood. But still, the branches and so I started swim. The dam was not much water. So that all helping me to recover still because I'm not still 100%. So I go to garden now more often. I started go for swim, and the house is getting more into the order, and slowly and surely everything what needs to be worked on, I'm working on, and the priority is myself. So, and that's why I'm going forward so far to my satisfaction on a reasonable speed, but if I get better faster, even I would not say no. I would never say no to it. So cook food, raw food, you know, forget it. Forget the cooked food. If you wanna be switched on, if you wanna feel lively, if you wanna feel being yourself. Because I believe for me, if I don't eat, that's another thing I notice with the cooked food. When I eat cooked food, I'm not myself. I'm sitting here on a wire from the computer. Just a little bit, and I think, okay, did I do something bit me or something? Anyway, what I was saying. Oh, now I got the wire getting off the my my thread. What I was saying. Cook food. If I eat cooked food, I feel what? Yeah, I'm not being myself. Definitely not being myself. I'm more down. I can be even have a nasty kind of bleh moment, this nasty energy moment. I I feel lazy. I feel like who cares? It's not like life. There is not that life, that zest for life, that loving, living energy where there is nothing to complain about it. I feel good, body feels good. I have a friends, they younger than me, they telling me, old age and my whole body is aching. I tell them I feel just like when I was 15. I may not look it anymore, but I feel it. I have no problem. If I have a normal good days, there is no side effects creeping up on me. I'm already in my own element, in myself, being my true self. And this is what I believe, that all the toxins, they block so many things that I don't believe the body functions properly because of that, and mind doesn't function properly because of that as well. So, if you're curious, if you never done that, you can make your own experiment. If you only cook food, try have a week raw. It won't kill you. Don't worry. If you can eat whatever you like. You know, I believe whatever it is, if you eat it raw, it's always better for you than cook. Unless you need some poison in your body, then you can boil the potato or whatever your body can uh, tolerate. So life is so beautiful when when I feel I'm in my own element, when I know that I can't wait to wake up tomorrow, have another beautiful day. You know, when I know that there is no doctor appointments to go there and say, oh, sorry, this is ache, this is ache, this is ache. No. I'm on a raw food for 40 years. I'm on a raw food for 40 years. Is there and there some uh, giving in the cravings? But the, the raw food I eat for 40 years. And this year, it's already over. My anniversary left. I didn't notice them because that was the time when I was really deep in a sorrow because I lost a sweetheart, the most beautiful person so far I met in my life. And we are connected. I feel it. I have this bird here. He always comes. And when I talk to him, he reacts and show me things. Like if I don't know something, I say, should I do that? And he tell me yes or no. And I know how to read his messages. So I call him Mango. It's a beautiful bird. He's every day here and sometimes just on the veranda here on the front of my door. Screen door is closed. The glass door is open. And he's there dancing for me. I sit there in the door in the morning looking at the garden, how the garden is doing. And the bird up and down and dancing on that carpet and flying and dancing. And it's so beautiful. And I talking to him and telling him how beautiful and clever he is, and I thank him for dancing for me. And it's really beautiful. So I'm happy about that one. Say no to the death. I know a lot of people, they celebrate the death. I don't. I believe the death is the devil's game. I can see it when I eat cooked food. It's no good for me. I age so fast and I am not being as beautiful person. I'm not feeling that bliss I feel when I'm just in the middle of it. And that's why nobody ever can change my mind. Because I listen to myself. I listen to my body, my mind and spirit. I have no health problems like Mango did. Because since I was born, I have totally different lifestyle, environment, and diet. And that all make big impact on our overall health, well-being. Don't like that slovo. I don't like that word. I just almost said because it sounds like ugly, something really ugly. I don't want to even keep repeating it. Some of you may think that if I eat just raw vegetables, it may be good enough for me to slow down the detox because normally my food would be 100% fruit. But you know what? I know since my childhood because I ate anything and everything raw I could, but not meat and stuff. I mean, from fresh produce, other things never interest me so much. So when I ate vegetables like carrots, kohlrabi, I used to love kohlrabi. but it will constipate me. It will never digest for me well, unless it's the only thing I have in that day. If I through entire day have just 2 carrots or 3 carrots, they may come out of me all right. But if I eat carrots and then I may eat some other veggies later on, like whole day, but only vegetables like raw cabbage, raw cauliflower, what have you, constipation. But when I cook them, they give me really perfect, perfect digestion. I have never, ever problem with the cooked vegetables in a pot as far my digestive system go. But I said before, it doesn't mean it's perfect because some things you can. I could not feel them, but after some time I could see them. It my look when I look at myself, I could see the difference. So the ones of you who will stuck with me and follow my videos, you should see with the time I should look better. You will be witness to that improvement when I'm fully free from the cooked food, how I'm going each week, look bit different, see if you notice or not. So in a way, I'm glad it has happened. So now I can speak from my own experience and say for me, definitely cooked food is no go. It's not made for me. I was born to eat raw fresh fruit. I have a love for it. I have a zest for it. I always did. I consider myself very blessed for that. I can't even imagine what people go through who grew up on McDonald's and so on. And it's funny, if I mention those places, I always mention this one. Where is that come from? Anyhow, I hope that makes some sense to you. I hope that I said something which could inspire you in this video. And I don't know how come the time goes so fast. It's already time to go. So I'm telling you, love yourself. You know, one of you wrote me about this love. And I don't know if you want to be named or not. So, but I realize that I forget to give you the most important message about love. And that is to love yourself. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself as you would be kind to your little baby. Imagine you have a little baby, how kind you would be. So be that kind to yourself because if you don't love yourself, you are stuck. You can't go forward. You can't go and love others. You can't go and love everything. You can't go and love your enemy. That's totally no, no, no. That's beyond even somebody's imagination. What do you think when I read it first time in the Bible? I thought, oh my God, I don't think so. It's possible. How could I love my enemy? I was so confused about it. But with the time, as the love grew in my heart, I agree, love your enemy. Don't let other negative, don't let anything negative into your heart. That's the enemy wants. He wants to put a shadow on your heart. Your enemy wants you to get angry. And that energy is negative, is not healthy, is not doing us nothing we can benefit from. So cultivate love for yourself. Learn to love yourself if you don't know how yet, if you don't know you should do that. You know, we've been told like, are you he's in love with himself and stories like that. If we're not even allowed to say something nice about us, oh, you're talking too much about yourself. We are full of judgment, really, you know. I think we like society, you know, the mainstream way of thinking, the thinking of the collective, so to speak. And there is truth and there is a lie. And the lie is more popular than truth. The truth is actually, in most cases, unwanted. But if you're not afraid to live truth, say truth, it's really uplifting for a spirit. It's good to stand your ground. It's good not to be afraid to say anything you stand by, you stand for, you believe it's the way, it's the best way. I believe the love is the best way, but you can go and cultivate love in your heart. You have it there, it's there, we all have it, but we have to take care of it as anything else. You know, we wash skin, we take care of ourselves in different ways. So we need to take care of our heart the same way. Make sure the love is growing and the rest of it is being rejected. We all have that power to say no to anything we don't agree with. Unless you want to be vicious beast, go for it. It's your choice. Nothing to do with myself, but I'm here to support people who looking for better days ahead, who want to cultivate that love in their heart, who want to feel good and find the way to eat so even the food can benefit them instead of harming them. People think, oh, I ate, I'm okay, or oh, I have to go sleep now, or whatever you, but people ignore those signals. How tired are they when they overeat and cook food? I overeat sometimes on raw food when I'm having big munchies. I don't think I feel like from it, like, oh, I ate too much. No. Even if I overdo it on an avocado, I may feel a little bit seedy for a while, but then I'm back to normal, you know, and that's it. But I have to leave because I don't want to make the video too long and cultivate love in your heart. Love yourself. You deserve so much of that love. You know, sometimes you may get upset somebody didn't treat you well. You should get upset also when you don't treat yourself well, even more so. Because we may get upset other people mistreating us, but we also very good at times to mistreat ourselves. So to stand on a good foundation, to go ahead on the right path of the joy, of the love, of the bliss, love yourself. That's the first step, and that's what you build on. Respect yourself. Give yourself what you deserve. Give yourself what you need most. It's a lot. Give yourself the most beautiful gift you can ever, ever have. And imagine you have that power to give it to yourself. How beautiful is that? Nobody's going to stop you, only yourself, from loving yourself. If somebody doesn't love you, doesn't respect you, it's up to you what you do, but it's it's not self-respect in my books. It's not self-love in my books. I think people who doesn't love themselves enough, doesn't respect themselves enough, they will stay in a situations they don't like. Might be work, might be relationship, whatever it is. Take good care of yourself. Live by your own values. Be yourself. And if you want that strength, do the experiment. If you never experience it, try and see what it does for you. I don't think I heard some people say they detox right now, but I never seen it in a real life. So it's difficult for me to believe it. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm saying it's difficult for me to believe it because it doesn't make sense. It fully doesn't have no logic to it. But everything is possible. I know some people, their body function different from others. They may have a coffee and they will be up all night. Some people will have a coffee and go straight away sleep. So that's kind of what I'm talking about to give you idea. So it's time that I'm not saying goodbye. It's time to say all the best to you all, the bestest of the best. Everything you do, I hope you enjoy. And if not, forget it. Think how you can change it. Don't let things which you don't like in your life. You have a power to do that. To let go of things which doesn't serve you, the things which harm you. I know it's hard work, but the more harder work it is, the bigger is the reward in the end. When you beat the beast, when you learn to say no to devil and makes you feel great because you made it. The victory is the sweetest thing, especially when you wanna win that love. So I'm sending you a lot of love. And I wish you all the best only. And I'll see you next Friday. Bye. And thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you all. You're such a beautiful people. Thank you. Bye. No, bye. I said it. The habit, creature of habit. I'm not saying goodbye. Mm-mm. Because we are in spirit and in our heart. We are together in our mind as well. All the best. Bye. Habit. I'm learning like a robot. So, see you next time.